The day I learned I had inherited $35 million should have been a turning point filled with hope after losing my father. Instead, it became the moment my entire life unraveled. Sitting across from the probate attorney, I expected to review estate documents and legal paperwork. Instead, he paused, looked directly at me, and asked if I knew I had been legally divorced for the past 2 months. I laughed in disbelief because I had eaten breakfast with my husband that very morning before coming to the office. Certain there had been a mistake, I asked him to check again. He turned his monitor toward me, revealing an official divorce decree with my name, my husband Ethan Carter name, and what appeared to be my own signature on every page. My heart sank as I realized the impossible had somehow become reality. My name is Madison Brooks, and until that day, I believed I had built the perfect life. At 35, I was the CEO of a successful software company that my husband Ethan and I had created from nothing. We started in a tiny apartment with outdated computers, unreliable internet, and dreams bigger than our bank account. Years of sacrifice transformed that small startup into one of Seattle's biggest technology companies. Everyone admired our success, but no one knew the quiet sadness hidden behind our smiles. After years of painful fertility treatments and countless failed attempts to have a child, our marriage slowly changed. Ethan always comforted me, telling me we would face every disappointment together, and I trusted him without question. Several years earlier, I had met a struggling young woman named Ava Mitchell. She came from a family drowning in debt with no chance to escape poverty. Feeling sorry for her, I paid off her debts, funded her education, helped her build a career, and welcomed her into my life like family. She often told me I had saved her future, and I believed she genuinely appreciated my kindness. Looking back, I never imagined that the person I helped the most would become the one who destroyed everything I loved. As the attorney explained my inheritance, another memory suddenly returned. Months earlier, while my father was dying in the hospital, Ethan had handed me a stack of urgent business documents. He claimed investors needed immediate approval before an important funding deadline. Emotionally exhausted and distracted by my father's condition, I signed every page without reading them. Hidden inside that stack were divorce papers. I had unknowingly ended my own marriage while believing I was protecting our business. Instead of confronting Ethan immediately, I hired a private investigator. The truth that followed was worse than anything I could have imagined. Ethan had secretly been living with Ava in a luxurious waterfront condo only minutes from our home. The neighbors believed they were husband and wife, and a young boy proudly called Ethan Dad. Every discovery felt like another knife to my heart. The investigation uncovered even darker secrets. Ethan had stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars from our company through fake businesses connected to Ava relatives. Money I believed was funding innovation had actually paid for luxury vacations, expensive cars, designer clothes, and the lavish life they shared together. Every late night I spent working had helped finance their happiness while I lived in complete ignorance. The betrayal was not only personal, but financial, threatening everything we had built. When I finally confronted Ethan, he showed no remorse. He blamed my infertility for pushing him away and admitted he loved Ava. Then he threatened to destroy our company if I exposed him, believing I would protect the employees by staying silent. What he did not know was that I had already assembled a team of lawyers, forensic accountants, cybersecurity specialists, and investigators who had quietly documented every fraudulent transaction and every illegal action. Ethan's greatest mistake was his greed. By secretly divorcing me before my father's inheritance was transferred, he unknowingly gave up every legal claim to the $35 million. The scheme he believed would make him rich became the very reason he walked away with nothing. I remained calm while preparing the final move that would expose everything. The perfect opportunity arrived during our company's largest investor presentation. Confident he still controlled the technology, Ethan attempted to activate a hidden system designed to sabotage the demonstration and ruin my reputation. Instead, every password had already been changed, every backup secured, and every piece of evidence prepared. As investors watched in confusion, police officers entered the room. I calmly presented years of corporate fraud, financial theft, blackmail, and sabotage. Within minutes, Ethan was placed in handcuffs as the empire he tried to steal collapsed around him. The final shock came soon afterward. DNA testing revealed that the little boy Ethan believed was his son was actually fathered by another man. He had sacrificed his marriage, career, reputation, and freedom for a family that had never truly been his. The lies he built his new life upon eventually destroyed him completely. Today, people often ask about the worst day of my life. Surprisingly, I no longer think of the day I discovered the secret divorce. That painful moment became the beginning of my freedom. My father's final gift was not simply the money he left behind, it was the truth that forced every hidden betrayal into the light. I lost a husband, but I saved my company, my future, and my self-respect. Life taught me that kindness should always have boundaries, and trust should never replace wisdom, because the people closest to your heart have the greatest power to either protect it or break it forever.